every day Adam had the opportunity to talk directly with God and enjoy close friendship with him. God knew that it was not good for Adam to be alone. But among all the animals, God saw that there was no mate suitable for Adam. God then revealed the next great step in his creation plan. God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, God took one of his ribs. And from this rib he fashioned the first woman, and he brought her to the man. She was the perfect complement to him in every way. Adam called his beautiful new wife Eve. God brought her to the man, so God himself performed the very first wedding. Adam was overwhelmed by her beauty and the indescribable gift that God had provided for him. Satan, one of the fallen angels, now sought to destroy God's great plan. He watched and he waited for an opportunity to put an end to God's beautiful work. So he entered the serpent in the garden and spoke through it to Eve. The first thing he tried to do was to question what God had said.
Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?
Eve was fully aware of what God had told them and repeated what God had said.
We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.
Then Satan offered a complete lie and tried to get her to question God's goodness and character.
You will not die, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.
The fruit is good for food and beautiful. Plus, I can gain wisdom. See, I didn't die. Eat some also, so you can be wise as well.
What have I done?
Oh no!
In that moment, Adam and Eve experienced shame for the first time from sinning against God's loving command.
I've never felt this way before.
I feel dirty and ashamed.
Adam and Eve sewed fig leaves together to try to cover themselves and their nakedness. When they heard God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, they ran and hid themselves.
Where are you?
I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid.
Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?
The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it.
What is this you have done?
The serpent deceived me. He told me I wouldn't die, and that I would be like you. He lied to me.
Because you have done this, you are cursed above all animals. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life. There will be enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel.
God could have destroyed the devil and all his angels, but he allowed them to live as a test for the human race, to see who will follow God and who will follow Satan in his rebellion. It is here that God promises a future battle when a descendant of this woman would defeat Satan and deliver mankind from the curse of sin and death. The curse of sin was now active and alive in the human race.
I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In painful toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you. By the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread till you return to the ground. For out of it you are taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return.
The first bloodshed in human history is recorded as God kills two animals to use their skins as a covering for the fallen humans. This was a graphic illustration that only God can provide a suitable covering for sin, and that the shedding of blood is a necessary part of the process. It is here that the Bible gives us another glimpse of what the Godhead, as God in three persons, discuss what will happen next.
The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever.
So the Lord God banished them from the Garden of Eden. He did not want them to live forever in their sinful state. After driving them out of the garden, He posted an angel with a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Disobedience to God had brought the first of many painful consequences.